wash day take too long for us to be missing spots, not applying the product thoroughly, and not to apply heat to make sure that it thoroughly penetrates our hair. Hey Natural Beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today is a wash day. I've actually already gone and pre-rinsed my hair with my apple cider vinegar rinse, and I also washed with my Lush Organics avocado co-wash bar. I love that. It smells so good. And so now I'm getting to my deep conditioner. I love the Mielle Organics line. And when I was in Walgreens the other week, I picked up their Rosemary Mint Strengthening Mask. You can see it here. And I decided, hey, why not check it out? It was $10. I don't know what the normal price is for it. I know their products usually range for about $11 or $12. This definitely sounded inviting. I love rosemary and mint. I'm hoping for a tingling sensation in my scalp. And it says it's supposed to be strengthening, so I'm assuming there's like a bit of protein in here. Okay, it says it's infused with biotin and encourages growth, which is on the front. It says restorative, deeply moisturizing, penetrative mask for dry, thirsty tresses. The Rosemary and Mint Strengthening Hair Mask is developed with your hair's greatest needs in mind. Nourish, hydrate, and strengthen all at once with this nutrient-rich formula. The directions, because we should always read the directions when before we apply product, when you purchase a product, even when you're in the store, just so you can get an idea of what you should expect from this. Go ahead, turn it on back and read the directions. It's very important. They give you them for a reason. So it says, after shampooing with the Rosemary Mint Strengthening Shampoo, which I did not do. I did not have the shampoo, but we're gonna press forward. Smooth evenly through damp hair from roots to ends. Leave in for 15 to 20 minutes and rinse thoroughly. It does not tell you to apply heat, but you know, typically it's a low porosity natural. Applying heat or plastic cap of some kind or some steam or something is good to actually get it to deeply penetrate your hair. As for the ingredients, we have water, benzene methyl sulfate, cetyl alcohol, aloe leaf juice, this is sweet almond oil, sunflower seed oil, olive oil. Okay, so it definitely seems like it will be strengthening, definitely probably give me a cooling sensation, which I'm looking forward to because the winter can definitely have your hair very, very dry. And it also says there are no parabens, no sulfates, no paraffins. It was in there. Okay. No mineral oil, no DEA, and there is no animal testing done with these products. And you can see the consistency is very thick. If I try, so definitely looking forward to that. Okay, so just going to unleash the hair. It is still pretty wet. I may just squeeze out a little bit of the water because I don't want this dripping all over as I apply. So I definitely like to keep on shower cap or something to keep the moisture in my hair until I'm ready to apply whatever products are left. Definitely a minty smell, not overpowering. I definitely smell the rosemary. Definitely lots of slip. It is very, very thick. When you apply deep conditioner to your hair, you definitely want to make sure you get all in there, every strand, that there is no strand left behind. So you may want to take smaller sections and just separate, just to make sure that it's all in there. Sometimes, so after I kind of coat the outside of the section, I like to go in and separate the section and make sure that the product is applied thoroughly inside the section as well. I just like to run it down my strands until each and every piece that I touch has that slippery coated feeling from the conditioner. And I think You can be as generous as you need to be with your deep conditioner. I am not stingy with my deep conditioner. I don't think there's any such thing as over application of deep conditioner. You can over apply your leave-in conditioner, and you can definitely over apply styling product. The deep conditioner, honey, especially when they give you a big tub, I say go all in. You can never be too careful. You can never have your hair too coated. As long as it's not just sitting on your hair strands, which usually over time and with the application of heat, that will allow it to penetrate further if it does start off by sitting on top. Usually over time, all of that goodness will penetrate into your strands, and you will have a nice, soft, moisturized, conditioned, softened strands of hair. So I say go all in with your deep conditioner.
Go all in with your deep conditioner.
I know sometimes we see those memes and we talk about proper application of product. Well, in this case, I say you can't be too careful. Make sure you condition every strand, coat every strand. Make sure there is no strands left behind.
No strands left behind.
Now, I like how this is coated, this section. It does appear like it's sitting on top, but I am counting on a little steam from my overhead dryer, or I'm going to try to do a steam treatment. We'll see if that works well. But I'm counting on that to penetrate everything once I do that, and I'll come back on so that you can see how that happened. And it feels like I've been using a ton of this, but when I look at the container, I haven't even made a dent in the container yet. Like, that's it. So I think a little definitely can go a long way with this product, which is great. I like when my products last longer than I expect. And I'm just getting such great definition. Even though it hasn't fully penetrated my strands yet, the definition that it's giving me is wonderful. And just go through and don't forget, typically you don't put it on the scalp, but just make sure you kind of paste over that section, just like you would apply the product when you were getting a relaxer back in the day. Make sure you hit those roots as well. And if you get some loose strands of hair that come out, because we shed 80 to 100 hairs a day, just take them, roll them up, set them aside. Don't worry about that. If you do like to detangle while you deep condition, you can go ahead and do that. I prefer to detangle once the deep conditioner has had time to set in my hair and it's thoroughly penetrated. I usually get this softer feel. Sometimes I like to run the water a little bit through my hair while I am detangling. I think that makes the process 10 times easier. And I'm just going to twist this into a twist to help lock everything together even more. Alright, I'm going to go on over to this section in the back. You guys, that's how that avocado co-wash bar left my hair. I mean, it feels soft already, so definitely adding extra softness, hopefully, with this Rosemary Mint Strengthening Mask. I'm just going to go ahead and continue the same process on this side. get your edges. This is a strengthening mask. If you need strengthening on your edges, make sure you smooth your edges back too. Remember, treat it like you were treating a relaxer application. So you get everything smooth on in there so you can get the most out of your deep conditioning treatment. Deep conditioning can take a good portion of your time on wash day. So make sure when you apply, you're applying it expecting to cover all ground that you need cover, because you're going to be sitting with this treatment mask or deep conditioning mask in your hair for probably somewhere around 30 to 45 minutes. That's typically what we do. What we like to do is natural. We like to take the time to relax, and I understand that. So while you're sitting there, make sure beforehand that you have everything applied thoroughly. You don't miss any spots, and you get the full effect of your application right then and there. Wash day take too long for us to be missing spots, not applying the product thoroughly, and not to apply heat to make sure that it thoroughly penetrates our hair. I'm going to finish up on this side. I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can apply heat to your hair to get the maximum amount of moisture and when you do your deep conditioner. Be right back. Okay, so we're all done applying the deep conditioner thoroughly to every single strand and section of our hair. I'm going to show you what mine looks like from the back and the front. This is how much I've used, which I feel like I put a dent in it, but I can still get probably 5 or 6 more uses out of this. So definitely will go a long way. A couple things I like to do. One thing that's highly recommended is steaming your hair. One of the ways that you can do that is by standing in your shower with the water hot enough to produce steam and just sit there. Maybe at that time you might want to bathe if you have not bathed in the shower. Wash your body, scrub yourself, and let that steam help the mask penetrate through to your hair even further. Now, another option, if you own some sort of handheld steamer, and you have to be careful with these because some of these can get very hot and it can become dangerous, but within reason, if you own one that is fairly safe for using around your hair, hand application, you can also use one of those. I actually have a little hack from a steam roller set that I purchased years ago. It's fairly small. It's not super convenient in the handheld department. It's actually in a tub size. But if you have a steam setter for sponge rollers, you can actually use that as well. It produces a good amount of steam. However, it only concentrates on one area, so you'd have to hold it in several areas, or just kind of hold it down below where your head is and kind of hover over it. That's a little bootleg hack. Everybody don't own one of these, so it may not work for you. My third option is to get a conditioning or processing cap. And if you don't have one of those, well, we all do plenty of shopping, I believe, to get a plastic bag from our local grocer. And we can use that. So we got a Sally's Beauty supply bag here. And what I'm going to do is make sure all of my ends are tucked. All of my hair sections are tucked in. And you can either take the back of the bag and tie it up, or you can just twist it and tuck it in like I'm about to do now, because it's not enough ends to actually put that over my hair. And for extra heat, you can do two things. You can either add another cap, like a regular shower cap over, and or you can wrap that up. And this is really if you're not going to sit under an overhead dryer or under a steamer and you just want to use your body heat to produce the steam that's going to heat up the conditioner to allow it to fully penetrate your hair. This is what that would be for. I wouldn't recommend this if you're going to go sit under a dryer. That's a little too much heat and it can get really hot. If you're not, you can wrap up your hair. In addition to the plastic bag that's on top, and the shower cap underneath, and I guarantee you'll have enough body heat from all of this to allow the deep conditioner to emulsify and to deeply and fully penetrate your strands. Okay, and so that is that. I'll be back to you guys in about 20 minutes. So we're gonna take a look and see how well the Rosemary and Mint Strengthening Hair Mask from Mielle Organics was able to penetrate my hair using this deep conditioning method. I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back. Finished sitting under the dryer. My hair's nice and warm. That's how you know something should have taken effect, because your hair around your hair, the area around your head should feel significantly warmer. And now you can see that all that white residue that was on the outside of my twist when I finished applying is gone, which means that the conditioner has fully penetrated my hair. That is what we want when we deep condition. I mean, everything should just all the way around look smooth, shiny, and you might feel more of a greasy feeling. I don't know if it's a greasy feeling, but you definitely do not want to see any of the product sitting on top. If it's still sitting on top, it has not penetrated your hair properly, and you may either want to apply more heat or just take a little bit more time to allow the product to set in. I am going to go rinse this out. I'll give you guys a look, then I'm gonna get on with the rest of my wash day, or the end of my wash day, and my styling routine. Okay, so I just wanted to come on quickly and show you my rinse out results after rinsing out this deep conditioner. You guys, when I tell you my hair felt so silky, it felt like when I was rinsing the deep conditioner out that like butter was sliding through my hair. Like, that's how moisturized it left my hair feeling. Definitely still very defined. So this was a great deep conditioner. I don't recall really feeling a tingling on my scalp. I was looking forward to that, and I didn't really get that. But that's okay. It did the job that it came to do, which was strengthen. I do feel some kind of like a strengthening, firming feeling on my strands, but definitely feels moisturized and soft. And so our mission to deep condition our hair today, I will say, is successfully accomplished. And that is the end of this video, you guys. Let me know what you thought of it. If you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, definitely subscribe. And until then, make sure you live out loud, own your truth, and let your light shine. Give any of your thoughts, suggestions, or comments on how to deep condition, or what you like to do when you deep condition your hair down below in the comments. Until next time, bye.